3 days ago, I walked into this hotel. Everything felt incomprehensibly massive, noisy, and unbelievably intense. Now, dragging my suitcase out, it feels like I've been living here for 1,000 years. Obviously, it'd be a lie to say I actually know New York. One lifetime isn't enough to figure this city out. But I can safely say a small piece of it is undeniably mine now. See you, Manhattan. I'm sure our paths will cross again. Due respect, we're taking the subway down to 34th Street. Today, we leave the city behind and move our base of operations to the capital, Washington, D.C. And here's my first real travel hack for you. Originally, I planned to take the Amtrak. It's famously comfortable, but the ticket would have set me back $152. I did a little digging and found a service called Our Bus. Same route, drops you right in the heart of the city, but for just $23. Guys, this is about smart travel, not luxury travel. And that $129 I just saved? I'm putting that straight toward the real star of today's episode. Get ready. The bus is pulling out. Alright, we're on board. Obviously, this isn't the Amtrak luxury with plush couches and dining cars you see in classic American movies. It's just a standard long-distance bus. But you know what? It's got rock-solid Wi-Fi, an outlet right under the seat, and exactly as much space as I need. Considering I've walked roughly 90 kilometers in New York over the last 3 days, I'm just using this folded jacket as a pillow. And now there's nothing left to do but fall into a coma. We've arrived in the capital. I just got off the bus. But there is no time for sightseeing right now. I am literally rushing down into the subway because I have a very important rendezvous. Stadium-Armory Station, Blue Line. Guys, exactly 3 stops and 15 minutes separate me from the reason this entire trip exists. Washington's Ronald Reagan DCA Airport. 15 minutes. And after that, everything in this vlog, and I mean everything, is going to change. Guys, I have to tell you what just happened at the counter. By the way, I'm renting with Alamo, but I'll make a whole separate video about that, because yes, you can rent a car in the US without a credit card. I used my Wise card, which is a debit, so I stepped up, stomach in knots, clutching my debit card. And you know what happened? Nothing. They accepted it without a flinch. Paperwork all checked out. Up to this point, it was a success planned with engineering precision. But then came the plot twist. The guy tells me the sports car category is gone, completely sold out. He asked how I'd feel about an Audi. I stood there in the middle of Washington, and for a second I just froze. I told him, look, an Audi is a great car, but I can drive one anywhere in Europe. I came to America. I want something local, a convertible, something that screams. He looks up, smiles, and asks, will a Mustang work? Guys, I don't think I've ever said so quickly and with such a massive smile. Hell yes. Here it is. It's not the Challenger I originally looked at, but honestly, this might be even better. A pure-blood Ford Mustang Convertible. Drop-top, classic lines, and that signature American aggression that makes flying across the ocean completely worth it. Just look at these lines. This is the very essence of the classic American muscle car. Up front, a 300-plus horsepower engine radiating absolute raw power. Remember on day 0 when I said I drive an ENIAC back home? Well, this right here is the ultimate contrast, because in a Mustang, the sound design isn't a software trick. It's metal and gasoline. It's absolutely perfect just the way it is. Now the real road trip begins. Let's go, America.
So what's it like to drive? I absolutely love it. It feels like a brand new car, but listen to this travel hack. If you're coming to America and want to rent a car, you can easily drive off in a beautiful vehicle like this one, taking in the experience and enjoying the ride. Using just a standard debit card, you really don't need a credit card at all. They will place a hold on your account and deduct the amount directly from your debit card. There is one catch, though. You must show them valid proof of a return flight ticket, such as a printed or digital copy. And if you're dropping the car off at a different location, you'll need to prove your onward journey too. For example, my road trip eventually comes to an end in the city of New York, and after that I take a flight back to Europe from there. So I just showed them my travel itinerary from Washington up to New York, and if you have that proof, you are completely good to go. All right, let's hit the mountains. Okay, this is actually great. Got 2 beds, even though it's just me. Full disclosure, I already peaked. Just had to check it for the video, but not bad at all. Honestly, better than I expected. I'm digging this. Let's check the bathroom. Surprisingly solid. Yeah, this works perfectly.
This is my first real long-distance drive in America, and it is an incredibly different world. No kilometers, only miles. No liters, only gallons. And the lanes are literally 1.5 times the size of what we have back in Europe. But the craziest part is, after 10 minutes, your brain completely switches over, and the whole system just works flawlessly. But for me, the biggest contrast is what's surrounding me right now. At home, I drive an electric car every single day, a Skoda Enyaq. But here I have this raw, gasoline engine constantly roaring beneath me. As an engineer, I know for a fact that EVs are the future, and they absolutely have their place in everyday life. But my God, this mechanical engine noise, the vibration, this classic driving experience, I missed it so much. And for a real road trip, this is exactly what you need.
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. 'Cause every time you tell me I look good in bed, I'm doing fine, but nothing.
We are slowly arriving at the Front Royal entrance station, the northern gateway to Shenandoah National Park. We are on the crest of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Barely an hour ago, we were crawling through Washington's multi-lane concrete jungle. And now we are surrounded by hardcore, untouched wilderness. This is the true magic of America, the brutal contrasts. What comes next is the legendary Skyline Drive. This is a 105-mile, or roughly 170-kilometer road that literally runs right along the mountain ridge, up in the sky. On one side, the Shenandoah Valley, on the other, the Piedmont region. And along the way, no fewer than 75 overlooks are waiting for us. But the craziest part is the history behind it all. This road was built in the 1930s, right smack in the middle of the Great Depression. The government created a program and sent thousands of young, unemployed men up here into the mountains, just so they could have jobs. The result? One of America's most beautiful mountain drives. What we're crushing right now beneath the wheels of the Mustang is quite literally a piece of American history. So, the Mustang is roaring, but the speed limit up here is strictly 35 miles per hour. And you know what? For the first time in my life, I don't mind driving slowly at all. There are 75 overlooks in total along this drive, and each one shows a completely different face of the mountain. You've got the Shenandoah Valley on one side and the Piedmont region on the other. But what's truly mind-blowing lies behind the numbers. This park is 95% pure, untouched forest. Over 1,400 plant species and 132 types of trees live right here. Just to give you a sense of scale, that is literally more tree species than you can find in all of Western Europe combined. And we haven't even talked about the black bears, the deer, or the wild turkeys yet. Standing here above the valley, looking out at this endless horizon, I just have to pause for a second. A few hours ago, I was packed into the New York subway and crawling through Washington traffic. And now, I'm up here among the clouds. And I think this is the true magic of America. The fact that in the span of a single day, you can travel through two completely different, incomprehensibly massive universes.
But nothing ever changes. And now I see, baby, you are hurting me. Stuck in repeat. Stop lying. I know you played your part.
And this right here is Shenandoah National Park. And this here is a mountain range. And this is the heritage of Shenandoah National Park.
Stop lying. I know you played your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. Is it over? How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know when I go. Truthfully, the game that you've been playing felt
That's about it for today. On the way down, we'll check out a few more viewpoints here in Shenandoah. Man, I am completely wiped out. If you're watching this video, you probably know that a road trip like this is seriously exhausting, and it's definitely hitting me right now. Originally, my plan was to edit and upload these vlogs every single day on the go, just to get them up on YouTube right away. But honestly, the jet lag hit me hard, really hard. Plus, the sheer exhaustion of traveling all day just completely caught up with me. So I fell pretty far behind on the editing. On top of that, my bus from New York down to Washington was delayed. I might have mentioned this earlier in the vlog, but originally I wanted to take the Amtrak, but there was no way I was going to pay $152 for a one-way ticket, so I took the bus. Unfortunately, it was running late, which meant I couldn't get to the airport to pick up the car as early as I hoped. But hey, that's the reality of travel today. We'll pick this back up tomorrow. See you guys.